Holy Spirit,
They better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved because I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need, and that's it. They always in my business because they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible, but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way? So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved because I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need, and that's it. They always in my business because they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible, but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way? So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You
Hold
cannot.
on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved because I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need, and that's it. They always in my business because they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible, but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way? So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved because I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need, and that's it. They always in my business because they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible, but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way? So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You
Hold
cannot.
on.
Okay.
Hi. Hi. Hello everyone. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We haven't even been live 5 minutes. I haven't even said a word. It's already almost 500 of you in the building. Hello. Welcome back to my show, the Sean W. Show. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? I want to make sure that you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? So, I love you guys. Hair flip. I know I've been busy. Oh well. Oh, that's what they're for. Let me check these likes. Okay. Let me check these likes. Shut up, Sean. Let me check these likes. Okay, there's almost 500 people in here, and there's only 155 likes, right? So when we be saying hit the like, y'all be so annoyed, like the ones that are annoyed. You're annoyed because you already did it. You're annoyed because you already did it, right? There's 300 and some of you that have not. So can we? It's free. It's free. Do y'all want me to start begging? I'll beg for money. Please send me money. Please send me money. Please send me money. Cash App China Glitz, it's right there. Send me money. How annoying is that? Right? Super annoying. Well, all you have to do is just hit the like for me, please. It's free. Please, please, please. So please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like, okay? So shout out to all of you. Now, a shout out to Carlethia Russell and the Russell family, okay? They've had a lot going on, as you can see. This is a lot. I took a little extra time coming because I was going to go like over everything, but it's way too much. So we're definitely going to do a part 2. So I'm just going to stick to the title because as this story develops, we're definitely going to cover it. So I know there's a lot going on with this stripper and whatnot that allegedly Carly, her boyfriend, was dating on the side, allegedly cheating on her with. And we'll get more so into that stuff in part 2. But as of now, we're just going to stick with what we know, okay? I like to stick with the facts, okay? And then kind of go from there. You know, we can do the conspiracies and, you know, I think this and I think that and this and this and this. We can get into a little bit of that today too. I'm definitely going to be jumping in the chat because you guys have definitely been keeping up with the story 100%. So we're definitely going to get into your comments. So anything that you want to add, let me know. Any question you have, let me know. I've been researching this for the last couple days. So, and I like to always come with a different talking point than other people. So the title says Carlethia Russell was telling the truth, question mark, exclamation. That's a question. It's not a statement. Abductor, Samuel Hyde, wanted by police. Okay, so we're going to get into Samuel Hyde. I don't know if a lot of you have heard of Samuel. I know some of you have. He's definitely been trending on Twitter. As of today, Samuel has been trending on Twitter. Okay, as of today, Samuel has been trending on Twitter. So we're going to talk about that and who Samuel Hyde is and whatnot. Is he the person that took Carlethia? Did he take her away? Did he have her for 2 days? It went out for 48 hours and just dropped her off pretty much back in front of her family's home after. So, yeah. So, you know me. We're going to start from the beginning and drift on, okay? Not everybody knows what's going on. So since everyone's not in the know, we're going to go over some things and then, yeah, we'll just go from there. So sit back, grab a snack. We're going to be here for a while. We're going to be here for a while. And so, yes, I feel like Samuel. We're going to get into Samuel. We're going to get into Samuel. So let's talk about the surveillance showing nothing. But we're definitely getting into the surveillance. We're getting into that stuff. What we probably won't get much into today is what the alleged side woman, Carlethia's boyfriend. We probably won't be getting into that today. We'll get into that because that's more so of like conspiracy, what we think, what could be, what, you know. So we'll get into more so that stuff tomorrow. But as of today, we're just going to stick with the facts. Hi, Evangelist Val. We're going to stick with the facts. So let's go. Let's go. So again, we're going to start from the beginning. So let's do just that. Okay. So let me pull this up. Boom. Oops, sorry. Boom. And let's get into it. So, Carly Russell timeline investigation continues after missing Alabama woman returns home. All right. Shout out to USA Today. As police continue to investigate the return of a 25-year-old Alabama woman who was reported missing over the weekend, a timeline of events gives a closer look at the investigation. Carlethia Carly Nicole Russell returned home on foot Saturday night after she was reported missing off an Alabama highway in Birmingham suburb Thursday night. Prior to her disappearance, Russell called 911 to report a toddler walking along the interstate. The Hoover Police Department said in a statement. However, Hoover police have not been able to confirm whether there was a child on the highway. Carly's 911 call remains the only timely report of a child on the interstate. Okay, Hoover police said in a statement. On Tuesday, Hoover police told USA Today they spoke to Russell but weren't able to publicly share the details. From the interview, Hoover police said in a statement sent to USA Today, Russell's parents, in an appearance on NBC's Today Show, also urged the public not to speculate about her disappearance. Okay. The case sparked national media attention as people wondered what happened to Carlee Russell. Here's a timeline according to the Hoover police. Thursday, 8:20 p.m., Russell leaves work and picks up food. Hoover police said Russell left work at 8:20 p.m. local time Thursday and ordered food from the Colonnade, a nearby business. Their quote, "We have worked to retrace all of her actions from the time she left the Colonnade until she called 911 and are well on our way to completing the task," police said. Okay, so let's break that down. So at 8:20 on Thursday, okay, last Thursday, right, after she got off work, so I'm assuming she got off work around 8 and then was headed home, she ordered her and her mother some food. So she was stopping to pick her and her mom some food up from the Colonnade around 8:20 p.m. Okay. After that, there's no surveillance of her until the highway, the Alabama highway, which is when she was calling the 911, when she was calling the police. So when she called the police on the side of the highway, that's how they got the time frame of where she was and whatnot. And that's how they knew, what time frame to look at the cameras, and whatnot, the highway camera surveillance to see where she was, what happened, blase, blase. Okay. So this is how this all starts. All right. So let's continue. Police said they have not been able to locate if anyone was with Russell from the time she left the business until she called 911. Now, in the surveillance, which we will get into, there is someone, from what I can gather, on the road. Okay, we're gonna play the surveillance and we're just gonna, just like watch it all, and then we're gonna play the surveillances with a closer view of what was happening. Okay, and who she saw. Did she meet someone on the side of the road, or did someone just appear? There is a lot I think people are overlooking in the surveillance. There is actual footage that is showing a being, and also it shows some type of vehicle. I don't know exactly what it is, but it shows it on the side of the road. There's headlights, like like not on the actual road. It's like in like the woods, like the wooded area. It does show something leaving. I don't know exactly what it is, but something happened. I'm not sure exactly what. We'll uncover it, as we go through. But Sam Hyde is a meme, right? Yeah. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I know they do. You really think we'd have like the real person's name if the police haven't even released this information yet? That's cute. So yeah. So we'll get there. Chill. Have a seat. Enjoy. Trust me, it'll be worth it. So after that happened, y'all, with the 911 call until at the time that she had left the business, this is when things get really weird. Okay, when the toddler comes up, and this is when everyone starts to get confused. So let's get confused because this is what's about to happen right now. Thursday around 9:30 p.m., Russell calls 911 after claiming she saw a child walking along the interstate. Russell called 911 at 9:34 p.m. Okay, now I have to stop right here because it says that she called the police around 9:34 p.m. Here it says the time frame of 8:20 p.m. is when she left work to go and get the food. Okay, so from 8:20 to 9:34, that's an hour. So were her going to pick up the food, meaning that the food should have been pretty much like done by the time she came to pick it up from work. Okay, because I'm assuming she got off at 8 p.m. and made it to go and get the food at 8:20 p.m. Right? That's what that was. So that's a big time frame, a whole hour from the distance that it takes for her to get from work to the colonnade to her mom's house. Okay? But this wasn't to her mom's house. She was on the interstate at 9:34. Was that 9:34? Yeah, 9:34. She was on the interstate still. So I'm just kind of like, okay, well, what happened in between that? Like, what happened between that hour from going to pick up the food, because she picked up the food around 8:20, to 9:34 to when she was calling the police, right? I don't know. That's a lot. That's a lot. So, but let's keep going. So, was called 911 at 9:34 Thursday after she claimed to see a male toddler in a diaper on the side of the Interstate 459 South and was stopping to check on him, police said. Traffic camera footage was obtained which depicted this portion of the incident, and the footage is still being analyzed as part of the investigation, police said. After calling 911, Russell called her brother's girlfriend to tell her about the situation. So the brother's girlfriend, her name is Priscilla. I believe her name is Priscilla, right? Priscilla Thompson? Because I've been doing a lot of reading. So Priscilla Thompson, I believe, is her brother's girlfriend that she's friends with. Okay. And so, yeah, I believe that's Priscilla. So to put a name to instead of calling her the girlfriend, I would rather call her by her name. And I believe her name is Priscilla. Okay. Dreaming said her job released a statement speaking on how happy they were that she is safe and that something is being said, that something being said are true and other things are not. I couldn't believe with that more. Agree with that more. This is a very confusing incident. I don't feel like, okay, shout out to all the people that feels like Carly is lying. I'm not here to condemn anybody, but I also don't want to condemn Carly, even if she is not telling the truth, because I don't think that's going to want to make her tell the truth with a bunch of people trying to, slice her head off. I think that if all of these people, all of these content creators especially, were coming forward acting as if they were so worried about her when they found out that she was missing, and now that she's found, now that things aren't adding up, it's like a bunch of people are turning on her. And I don't think that that's cool. I think that we should wait and see exactly what's going on, because there's way too much speculation out here. And as of now, Carly has not spoke. Her boyfriend has spoke. Her mother and father have spoke, but she has not said anything. So until she says something, I feel like people shouldn't be so hard on her. I'm going to get into what I think and what I think that she did and what I think happened. I'm definitely going to say that part, but I don't think it's cool to crucify her, even if she's not being honest. I'll tell you why, later, but I don't think it's cool, to just, because again, I'm happy that, because first of all, let's start here. Shout out to Black social media. Okay. Shout out to all of the other races as well. But shout out to Black social media. Okay. We have been so vigilant, as of the recent years, and literally using these platforms to do a lot of good. Okay. So shout out to Black Twitter. Shout out to Black IG. Shout out to Black YouTube. Shout out to everyone that, because we be back in the day, like I feel like 5 or 6 years ago, Carly missing or anything, it would not have gotten nationwide coverage. Like, this is nationwide coverage. God rest Shanquella's soul, justice for Shanquella Robinson. But stories like that, if not for Black media, if not for people like us really honing in and sticking through and the whole time and keeping these stories alive and whatnot, it would have never got national. Okay, it's a big deal. Like, she's getting Gabrielle Petito type of coverage. Like when the white girl YouTuber, when she was missing, she got, it was nationwide. Everybody was talking about it. And this is the type of stuff that we are requesting. As Black people, when our people go missing, we matter. But please give us the same coverage you give anybody else. Instead of just going for saying woman missing, give them a name, give them an age, give them a height, give them a weight, Give them a last thing that they was wearing, last known whereabouts. Like, thank you, because I appreciate that. Regardless whether this was a hoax or she lied or, whatever. Thank you, because I appreciate it. And that's the only thing that truly, truly saddens me about if this is not true, because I don't want people to not pay attention to our people when we go missing. I don't want them to think like, oh, well, all they doing is lying. They probably lying too, just like the last one. They probably even missing. They probably da-da-da-da-da. Like, I don't want them to not take it seriously. So, Carlethia, I think that she has a big responsibility with this situation to make sure that she is telling the truth. Because if not, this is not good. And for all of us, like, this affects all of us, and people that look like us. It affects us all. Because if she lying, that it's going to make it so that people really don't take these stories serious. When someone is missing, people will overlook it and be like, oh, probably another Carly situation. Probably another Carly situation. And we don't want that. We really, really, really don't. We don't. But in hindsight, I'm thankful. I'm thankful that she got this much coverage. It was amazing. How people rallied together to find this woman, to make sure that she was okay. So I'm very happy about that. Like, that, it's a great thing, and she should be happy too. Rather she was really missing or rather she wasn't. She should be happy that people, not only did your family and friends care, the world cared, to make sure that you made it home. So this is a big burden on her right now. And if she was lying, if she's not telling the truth about what happened, I would prefer her just tell the truth, because it's going to be found out. The FBI is all over this and all of that. They're going to find out. So it would be better if she lied to tell the truth. Okay? But there are whispers that they do have a suspect, not in custody or anything like that, but no different than the information that the police got from Carly. They're not allowed to say anything public about it because now it's an investigation. So, and with this investigation that is pending, it's abduction charges. How it's being set up and how it's looking. And I believe that it's not just why I think that they are looking for someone is because that surveillance footage does show other things. Whether she planned it or not, she left with someone. She didn't just disappear into the woods. That didn't happen. She was transported out of there. There was tire tracks found. Her car was still running. So she left with somebody. That happened. That happened. She did not walk through the woods to a hotel or nothing like that. That didn't happen. She left. Like that's what that worked. That's what that worked. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Absolutely. She did give them a name, and the name is not Samuel Hyde. That is not the name. I'm just using that name. But that's not the name. But she did give a name, and it is a male. Okay? She did give a name. So that's why it's an open and pending investigation. Shout out to over the 1K in the chat right now. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Yeah, so she definitely did give a name. She did. That's why this is an open investigation. So again, if people feel like she's lying, that's fine. Let's just wait until more information comes out, instead of crucifying her. Like, we're not going to get anywhere doing that. So, yeah, she planned it. I'm not against that theory. I'm not against it. I'm not. The jury is still out. They didn't. Like, not publicly. They didn't do it publicly. So the kidnapper's name or the abductor's name is not public. I'm just using Samuel Hyde as just like a name because I didn't want to put John Doe. I mean, I could, but I don't want to put John Doe. So I wanted to use Sam's name because everyone has this meme going around. So I'm just like, oh, well, why not use it? So hair flip. So I still have braces. I'm glad she's okay too. That's what matters more. Sweet eye. Almost. They almost gone. I can't wait to take them off. Almost time. Yes, I'm glad she's okay too. Shout out to Dreaming. She says some of y'all don't do y'all own research and it shows. Y'all just see a headline and run with it. Who's she talking I don't know what that means. We're actually doing research, like it's right in front of you. So yeah, she got to be talking about y'all. Where is the baby? As of now, there is no baby. But we're gonna keep going. We're definitely gonna keep going with the actual research. Yeah. So let's keep researching, like literally. So yeah, let's keep going. So traffic cameras footage was obtained, which depicted this portion of the incident. And the footage is still being analyzed as part of the investigation. So there is an investigation. Police said after calling 911, Russell called her brother's girlfriend to tell her about the situation. Russell stayed on the phone with the girlfriend as Russell got out of her car. I'm believing. And she said she was checking on the child. AL.com reported. So I'm going to come back to this as of right now. I'm going to pull up, because I believe I have that too. I believe I have that too. Actually, let me just click it. Yeah, why not? So Carly Russell returns home 2 days, after claiming to see a child on I-59 and vanishing. Okay, so let's get into this about the child. Carly Russell, missing just over 48 hours, returned home safe Saturday night. Hoover 911 was called at approximately 10:45 p.m. Hour behind. Or ahead, sorry. 25-year-old nursing student returned to Hoover home she shares with her parents. Hoover police Chief Nick and Russell showed up at the parents' house alone. Okay, so she was with no one. She was taken by paramedics to a hospital for evaluation, where Russell has been for the last 2 days and was not immediately clear. Okay, so no one knows. Additional information will be provided when it becomes available, a police statement read. Friends and family members remained outside UAB's emergency room earlier until Sunday morning. Police and family members previously said Russell was on her way from work Thursday night and picking up dinner at the Colonnade when she spotted a young child on the interstate. Russell said she was stopping to see if she could help. Russell also reportedly called 911. Russell was on the phone with her brother's girlfriend when the girlfriend reported hearing Russell scream. Next, the girlfriend only heard noise on the interstate. Okay, so we're going to pull up this video. This is the surveillance. And we're going to watch the surveillance. But here's the thing. So the girlfriend says that she did hear Carly scream, or what sounded like a scream. She never heard a child. She never heard a child. She never said anything about hearing the child respond to Carly, or if the child was crying, or anything like that. She didn't say anything. She didn't say anything about that. She honestly did not. Hold on, let me. I'm sorry. So I find it hilarious. You know what's really cute? Y'all keep coming in here talking about Samuel Hyde. He's the reason I put his name in the title. Like, because you're gonna click. So, thank you. Thanks. Thanks, but if you want to see, hold on. So all you weirdos, 1 second. Just pull it up real quick. Y'all want me to make stuff up? I'm not. I'm amazing. I'm amazing. What's this thing? What's this saying? As far as I know, there's been nothing from police. Also read now deleted tweets showing text flight between C stripper and baby mama and her boyfriend. Did the woman snatch her wig? Why? Right here. According to inside sources, the police are about to release the image of Samuel Hyde, 38, who is wanted in the Carly Russell incident. Insider sources say they have a press conference coming at 8 p.m. So do you want to be annoyed with me, or do you want to be annoyed with Twitter? Do you see me putting in my title a press conference tonight at 8 o'clock? What's up? I didn't put that in there. I didn't do that. Twitter did this. So Go take this up with Twitter. They'll take it up with Sean. Okay. Sean is just creative. That's all. So yeah, I'm not saying that it's Sam. They are. Okay. It's impossible for this person to be the person, but yet Twitter is saying that he is. Okay. So I don't pow the messenger. I am just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. Are y'all mad? I'm just a messenger. So y'all gotta go take this up with Twitter. Ooh, y'all gonna be mad at me so bad. Ooh, you can't. So yeah, shout out to Twitter. They standing, not Sean. Getting back into what we was talking about before we was rudely interrupted by you weirdos. Boom, let's get back into the surveillance. So again, while Carly was on the phone with her brother's girlfriend, okay, there was no child heard. There was no child in the background. She didn't say that she picked a child up or anything like that. Pretty much while on the phone, okay, with the girlfriend, she was allegedly abducted because all she heard was the traffic on the highway, which would be coming from this camera, right? On the highway. So, yeah, so absolutely. So that's what that word. That's what that word. So you're just going so you just going off with Twitter. Don't know if it's true. How embarrassing. I don't know if it's that embarrassing. I mean, there is over 1,100 people in the building. There is over 1,100 people. Gotta be doing something right. I don't know. So yeah, shout out to me. Oh, so yeah, shout out to Sean because I'm amazing. So yeah, there was no child heard or anything like that. Hold on, there was a super sticker I want to catch you before because this chat is lit. Shout out to everybody in chat. Shout out to Evangelist Val, love you. She says, I respect you for being fair, Sean. The situation has everyone confused and jumping to conclusions. I appreciate your unbiased reporting. Love you. I love you too, sweetie. And yeah, I'm not here to attack Carly. I'm not here to do that. I'm not here to attack her. But thank you so much, Evangelist. I love you. Thank you so much. I love when you. Well, no, I'm just saying. How embarrassing. I don't know. I'm embarrassed by having. We don't know what 1,500 people in the chat. Embarrassed. Moving right along. So let's get into the surveillance. So I'm gonna talk to you as it goes. Let me mute this. Okay, we're gonna get into some closer surveillance as well. So, but until then, let's click this. Okay. Now, what you see on the side is Carly's car. All right, the flashing. Those are hazards. She's pulling over to the side of the road. If you look on the side of the highway, I'm going to rewind that so that people can see that. You see the flashing lights. So yeah. So with the flashing, flash. Okay. No, not. I want everyone to, so you can be looking at the right part of the screen. Okay, and I'm going to rewind that one more time. Now, what I want you to pay attention to, look at her headlights, okay? Look at the headlights of the car with the flashing lights on the side. Those are hazard lights, and that is Carly's Mercedes-Benz, okay? Notice how on the side, you never see a toddler or anything like that, okay? So look to the further side of the, off the highway, more so closer to the road. And you won't see a figure of a child or anything like that. Absolutely not. Let's keep listening. Watching, sorry. Now, as you see her car, do you see a toddler? Keep watching, keep watching, keep watching, keep watching until she stops. Keep watching, keep watching, keep looking. Keep looking all the way until she stops. Shout out to Dreamy. Now, see, there's a closer image. There is no child. There is no child. I don't see a child. Does anyone see a child? I don't see a child. Dreaming says, thank you for the super sticker. She says, have you ever thought about how quickly the police showed up minutes after she disappears? I don't know how quickly they arrived after the phone call. I think it's going to be in some of the information that we're about to read. But I do think that they came quickly because a baby was mentioned. Because a baby was mentioned. But yeah, I don't see a child either. A lot of y'all are saying no baby. Yeah, I don't see. Plus, it's pitch black out there. Absolutely. And then here's my thing. If there is a baby, a toddler on the side of the road, why would you be the only person that stopped? I can see someone not stopping because they saw an adult, you know, or a teenager maybe, but a baby, I feel like plenty of people would have stopped. Yeah, under 5 minutes with the police getting there. No, a baby. She said in the 911 call that there was a baby, a toddler, a little boy in just a diaper on the side. Of course, the police gonna fly her. They wouldn't come in there to get her because she was being abducted. They didn't fly there because of that. They flew there because there was a baby involved. She said it in the 911 call. So that's how I said I can get why people feel like she set this up, because you just so happen to be on the phone as you're pulling over to the side of the road saying that you see a baby that no one else sees, no one else heard, being pitch black, a toddler walking around the side of, they're going to be crying. You can't convince me that a toddler in a diaper on the side of the road, pitch black outside, besides the headlights of traffic, wouldn't be crying upon approach. Why would he not be crying? Her brother's girlfriend never said anything about hitting her child. Crying, speaking to her, nothing. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. And she did say a Caucasian boy. She did. That's why they was there in 2 minutes. That's why they came in a helicopter, a plane, a tank, you know, and all that, because it was a little white baby. Is what she said. Okay. So yeah, I mean, and then yeah, agreed, toddlers can be, especially in pitch dark. Walking alongside of the highway, if anything, I could see the baby sitting. I mean, like just sitting down crying. I could, in a diaper, that I get. But a baby walking in pitch dark outside, and that baby would have been terrified because those cars and stuff were loud, you know, on the side of the highway, on the highway coming by, you know, they're driving fast, you know, and stuff like that. All that noise, you know, and stuff like that. The kid would be terrified. The kid would be terrified. So I do believe that, like, the baby would have at least been crying upon approach. It doesn't make it. So you basically, what was the one, the baby's kid? Just walking down the side of the highway, la 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 la. Oh hey, have you seen my mommy? Like, that don't make sense. That don't make sense. And then it's not a coincidence to me that she was on the phone during all of this, but her whole story should be accounted for. It's not. So if you're on the phone the whole time with the brother's girlfriend, she should have heard what you heard. Of course, she's not going to see what you see. She's not there. But she should hear what you hear. You go from talking to a toddler to just, and then, it gives. Yeah, girl, it's a baby on the side of the road. Yeah, girl, I'm about to get. Yeah, are you okay? Because she said it sounded like a scream. She didn't say, you know, because if somebody's snatching you up, you're going to be screaming, all of that. All of that. You know, you're going to be hysterical. You ain't just going to be like, yeah, girl, I'm saying, go to baby. Girl, it's a baby on the side of the road, girl. Girl, it's a baby. Girl, I just called the police, girl. Girl, it's a baby on the side of this road, girl. Girl, and then just drop the phone. There was no struggle. Like, there definitely would have been if somebody snatching you up, you know, especially in pitch dark. You see that they just kind of come out of nowhere. I can see someone dating someone, putting a baby on the road, then they pull over, then grab them. I can see that too. I definitely can. But why folk come, nobody saw no baby but her. She the only one that saw a baby. And then this baby just disappears and there was no baby reported missing. That's a toddler, pretty much, somebody will report a toddler missing. Because you can get in a lot of trouble for the baby missing. So I don't get that. To me, that's not a coincidence. It's really not a coincidence for her to literally be on the phone with this person. She made it up and said that the baby was on the side of the road. And she gets out of the car. We're going to finish playing the surveillance. She gets out of the car. She drops her wig, stuff on the ground and whatnot. After she called the police, she called the friend and whatnot, so that she had an alibi. So somebody witnessed her missing. Because how does it come to the police coming here for a baby and they come to your car still running, you gone, your wig, everything you would need to do anything is all gone and whatnot. It gives she went and got a hotel room that wasn't too far away. She pulled over to the side of the road, called the police. After she called the police, she called her friend until she was supposed to be abducted, dropped the phone as she was abducted. And then when the police got there, of course, they immediately found out that she was missing because her car was still there running. All of her belongings are on the ground. So it gives that you wanted them to think that you were missing. That you were missing is what it gives. Is that you were abducted. Why do all of this though? Ask me that later. Because I do have a good idea of why this may have happened. I don't know her, so I'm not going to say I know. But I do have a good idea of what probably ended up happening. So that part. Late night with QDC, that part. So so why do all this dumb stuff? Yeah, we're gonna get into that. We absolutely are. Shout out to Kia for the super sticker. Thank you so much, sweetie. The GoFundMe money, they returned it all. The whole 62,000 was returned to everybody that that's what makes me think. Shout out to ES for the cash up. I don't want to say your government. Thank you so much for the cash app, sweetie. Thank you so much. Thank you. So we'll get into that, but let's keep watching the surveillance. So with the surveillance footage being up here, where do we see, I can even start it over for the ones that are just coming in because it shows you an angle from far back. This is an angle from far back, and then they're going to show you an angle from up close. So make sure you pay attention to that. As she's pulling over to the side of the road, there is nothing. There is no baby. There is nothing. There is none of that. Oh, it was 90,000. I read that it was 62,000. I read that it was 62,000. Was it 90? Was it 90? I heard it was $62,000 But I could be. I'm not gonna act like that, and I'll be off. So when the car stops right here, she gets out. You see the car door open? Okay, hold on. Do that again. So you can see the car door open. Okay, and she walks in the back of the car. Okay, so you see the car door open. You see it open. There it is right there opening. She's getting out. She's walking along the side of the car. Now she's at the back of the vehicle, right? Now she goes around to where the street lights stop, okay? Now let's rewind that just a little bit to see where she stopped, to see if there was anyone there when she stopped. Okay, now she's coming to a stop. Now as she's passing, you don't see anything. So right here where she's stopping, we're assuming that this alleged baby is right there, because why would she pull further away from the child? She's going to pull up as close to the baby, as she can. Those headlights show no child. They do not show a child. They do not show a child. No, they do not. But it does show her on the side of the vehicle. Right now, she's on the side of the vehicle. We still don't see a baby. or anything like that. So that does not make any sense. That does not make any sense because there's no baby. Because right now she's on the side of the car. She's still on the side of the car right now. There is no baby. Shout out to the 1,200 people in the building. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. I will not move on until y'all hit that like. It's way too many of y'all in here tonight. The like is free. Please, 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 please hit the like, please. So, that wig, that's one of the things that makes me think that she did this. It's one of the things that makes me think that she did it because the wig being off, the purse being on the ground, the phone being on the ground, it gives planted. Because why? If there was a struggle, which there wasn't a struggle, because all the woman, the friend, the brother's boyfriend, the brother's girlfriend, all she heard was something that could have been a scream. She does not know for sure if it was a scream. So if she did, why was the struggle so quick? And why did she? Because her being on the phone with the friend, she's on the phone. She's on the phone. So when did this wig and struggle and when did all of this happen? You're right here on surveillance. But somebody does pick her up. And we're going to pull that up. Somebody does pick her up. Because we got an even closer angle. There is a man out there. There is. There is no baby. There is a man out there, which is weird that she will report a baby if a grown man is outside. Because from what I see, that was a grown man. And he came from basically out the woods and whatnot. And she told the police the mile marker that she was at. So when she was on the side of that road, it gives deliberate that she was deliberately stopping at that mile marker on the side of the road. Meaning that when she's calling the police, she already know what mile marker that she's at because it's already planned. Whoever was supposed to allegedly abduct her was already there waiting at this mile marker. Because why report that there was a baby there if there's no baby? There's no baby. So why report it? Why would you be reporting that? Okay, and hold on, let me back this up. Okay, so y'all can see the police. The police are showing up. You'll see the blue lights, the blue flashing lights. Those are the police that are coming to where she is. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, I don't get the whole wig part and all that. It does give planned. It does. It gives planned. It does get planned. There is no baby on the side of this road. There is no child. So here's the police coming. Here go the police. Here go the police. Here go the police. Ooh, sorry. Here go the police. Okay? And when the police get there, there's no her. There's no her. Literally. But I'm going to pull up the other article that we're going to come back to the surveillance. And we're going to get a closer look at the surveillance from the highway. But until then, let's get back into the article. Oops. Let's get back into this article. Okay. Sorry. Shout out to Livmore. Is it Livmore? Yes. Shout out to Livmore for the super sticker. Thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lena says, girl, y'all all know Carly and that girl was getting into it behind the door. We're definitely going to get into that. We're probably going to do that in part two because there's just so much information. And I want to get into that information as we speak. So let's pull that back up. Okay, so police officers arrive at the scene within 5 minutes of being dispatched and found her car abandoned on the side of the interstate. Hoover police says they also found Russell's wig, cell phone, and purse with an Apple Watch inside on the road near her vehicle. So it's like she literally wanted to get rid of everything. Literally wanted to get rid of everything. If somebody's taking you and whatnot, you're going to try to find some way of having some means of communication to the outside world. At least that Apple Watch, or something. But For all of it to be right there, any means of anybody locating you, it's like she wanted people to know that she was abducted. And why I say that is because most people, if it's just a snatch, they're gonna have you and everything that you have on you. They'll get rid of that later. Rather it's on the side of the road, like as they're driving, throw it out the window, or something like that. But they're not just going to just, oh, where are you stuff at? Throw it all on the ground. No. Take your none of that makes any sense. For all of that to have been found, her purse, her cell phone, her Apple phone, all of that, like everything that she would need is gone. She also had a hotel room. Why have a hotel room when you have a place to stay, when you live with your mom? You live with your parents. You have a place to stay, and her boyfriend has a crib. What did she have a hotel room for? Why would you have had a room? That was like one of the quietest abductions in history. Because what did you have a room for? Now, I see she had herself a little sneaky link. Or something like that. But even if so, like, why would all of your stuff is gone? And it's not a coincidence that she had this hotel. Like, that's confusing too. I'm like, okay, what? And then her coming back on feet. And then they basically drop her off not too far from where her mama lived. They didn't drop her off right in front of the house because they said she came back on feet. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, girl. So, okay. The police were unable to find her or a child in the area. Police said they also didn't receive any calls about a missing child, which is weird. Next 48 hours. Hoover police partnered with local and state and federal authorities during the search. Russell's whereabouts over the next 48 hours are still unclear. So let's get into the search. Because she had a lot. Oh, girl. So Anaya Blanchard's mother helping in search of Carly Russell. Now let's get into this. Carly Russell. Let's get into this.
A mother with experience searching for her own daughter is stepping in to support Carly's family. Angela Harris is the mother of Anaya Blanchard, who was kidnapped and murdered in 2019 in East Alabama. Rosanna Smith continues our Team 12 coverage.
My heart's breaking, for them, But I'm gonna help them. I'm gonna be right here beside them.
Angela Harris is among dozens of people who have come together to find 25-year-old Carly Russell, who went missing Thursday night in Hoover on I-459 South near mile marker 11. It's hard. It's a search Harris is familiar with.
When I was missing, that's all I could, for the whole 32 days, is that your body's in a constant find my child. And there's nothing you can say or nothing you can do to make that go away.
In 2019, Harris's daughter, Anaya Blanchard, was kidnapped and murdered. Harris now leads Anaya's Heart, a nonprofit that teaches safety education, situational awareness, and self-defense. The group also has search and recovery teams.
We've worked all over the state of Alabama. Some things we do, we keep private because we are working with law enforcement. But when I tell you it's every week, that I'm working with people or families with missing loved ones.
Harris says right now, time is of the essence to bring Carly home.
Share Carly's information with everybody. Tell all your friends. Just share it. Be on the lookout and be safe.
Now that is so sad. It's like this woman, she actually lost her daughter. Like her daughter was abducted and slain in the process of that happening. And for her to come and help because she feels like this is so close to home. Carly, please be telling the truth. Like, you're getting so many different parties involved that truly, truly care about you. Like, this is sad. So it's like, if you are lying, wow. Like that would just be a lot. So shout out to Anaya Blanchard's mother for coming out and assisting with the search. So people were literally putting search parties and search groups and stuff together, going at the mile marker, 11-mile marker, and going out looking for her, you know, and whatnot, and all. Wow. Let's finish this article. We're almost done. Okay. So Hoover police partnered with local, state, and federal authorities during the search. Russell's whereabouts over the next 48 hours are still unclear, even still to this day, right now. They are still unclear. So at Saturday, 10:44 p.m., Russell returns home. At 10:44 p.m. Saturday, the Hoover police received a 911 call saying Russell had returned home on foot, according to police. Russell was taken to an area hospital where she was evaluated and has since been treated and released, police said. The detectives responded to the residents and to the UAB to take an initial statement from Carly, police said. The details of that statement are a part of the ongoing investigation, which is expected to continue over the next few days. Wow. Tuesday, Russell's parents mentioned Abductor in today's interview, okay? So before we get into that, let's go back up here a little bit. So when she comes home on foot. So with her coming home on foot, I can understand someone wanting to, like, you know, you allegedly get abducted, you know, whatnot, and you want to be back with your family immediately. What I don't get is, why would she walk all the way home? Why would she walk home? If you're escaping or something like that, or even if they release you, most people's first instinct is to get to the nearest phone. So why would I walk? Because who knows where she walked from? They could have dropped her off down the street. They could have dropped her off a few blocks away. She could have escaped. We don't know exactly how that happened. So again, if I get abducted and I get out, and then I'm going to the next door neighborhood, the quickest place I could get to. I understand you want to get as far away as possible, but I want to get to the police as soon as possible. My family, they can come see me at the hospital or whatever. Like, get me out of here, get me somewhere safe. Like, I need the police immediately. I'm calling the police. I'm not walking home. I'm not doing that. Like, that's weird. Like, I don't understand that. The first thing I would have did was got to a phone. That's a person's first instinct, because who knows how far you're going to get. You know, especially if you're escaping, even if they release you. Who knows if they think, going to come back and get you, or something like that. I mean, you're not far from wherever they are. So why even chance it? And who knows how far it was? And if you have been for your life for 48 hours, I don't get it. I don't understand that. I don't understand, like, why not? The first thing she should have did was got to a phone. I would have even took her getting to a phone and calling her family. And then her family was like, call 911, we coming to get you. Da, 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 da. Okay, I get that being your first instinct. Call a loved one. I get that. But a lot of people don't even know most people's phone numbers nowadays. I can't tell you my mom's number. I can tell you the first couple of digits. But other than that, when my phone rings, it say mommy. It don't say her phone number. So that, it's not like back in the day using house phones and stuff, because we were more prone to remembering people's phone numbers. Nowadays, with technology and whatnot, most people don't remember people's phone numbers. Y'all literally sit there and think about it right now. Who phone numbers do y'all know by heart? Think about it. I don't even know my kids' number by heart, and I should. I don't even know their number by heart. I feel like the majority, like in nowadays, the most people know is their address, like that. But other than that, we don't even remember numbers like that because of technology. Like, we stop remembering numbers. Now, you may remember, like, if you have a spouse or you're dating someone, or like mother or father, That's probably like the closest it'll get to remembering somebody's phone number. But especially with the new gen, a lot of them, they don't know anybody's phone number by heart. So that's another thing. Like, how would you even, because right now, like, something happened to me, I remember certain numbers, like my spouse and stuff. I know those numbers by heart, you know. But a lot of people don't even remember, you know, this, it ain't like this 1995. And she escaped an abductor, or an abductor let her go. So it will be easy to remember. But nowadays, most people don't even remember people's numbers by heart. So I don't get why she wouldn't call 911. That would be the first thing. If you call 911 when you saw that alleged baby on the side of the road, and then you called your friend after, why wouldn't you do that now? Why wouldn't, as soon as you get away, call the police? Call the police. No matter how cloudy your brain is, when you are getting away from something like that serious, the first thing you're going to think is police. That's the first thing I'm going to think. The only number I'm dialing is 911. I'll take care of everything else later. I'll worry about family and stuff later. Get me out of here. Get me to safety. Okay? The police don't come with weapons, you know, all of that stuff. That's the first thing I'm calling. The first thing. I'm calling the police. I'm not walking home. How you that distraught, but you walking home? Your face is plastered all over the world. And you mean to tell me while you was walking, did nobody recognize you? No one. No one recognized you. At all. I don't know. That does not add up. It does not add up. But let's keep going. And so, yeah, I just thought that was weird. And then that the family had to call the ambulance. Your brain not that cloudy. If you going through everything that she just went through, you're gonna want to go to the hospital, you know, and whatnot. You know, it's not like I've just been gone for days. My face and name is everywhere. I don't go to the hospital. I just want to go lay down. What? If you was fighting for your life and all of that, wouldn't you want to go get checked up? Especially if they did anything to her sexually. Wouldn't you want to go get, like, you know, like, make sure you're good and, you know, stuff like, you know? I don't understand that. I'm like, I mean, your brain's not that cloudy. Like, I mean, it really is not. I get trauma. I get that. I get that. I get it can be very traumatic. I'm not taking that from her. But 2 days and whatnot, so Stockholm and all that stuff don't kick in 48 hours. Like, you got to be gone over time, you know, for something like that to happen, to gain feelings for your, you know, abductor, you know, and whatnot. That take time. That's not just gonna happen within 48 hours. Oh my God, I love you. I can't turn you in because these last 48 hours, I know they're crazy, y'all, but it's just something about you. Like, yeah, no. That don't even make sense. So it gives 48 hours that you are still literally frightened. You know, you are frightened. Like, you want to get out of there. There's somebody literally holding you against your will. You don't want to be there. Nobody wants to be held against their will. That's scary. Extremely petrifying. Like, why? Like, no, that don't make sense. That does not. And if it's going to make sense, only Carly can make it make sense. Yeah, only she can make it make sense. No one else can make it make sense. We can't give her excuses. She has to excuse herself. So let's keep going. Tuesday, Russell's parents mentioned Abductor in today's interview. In an interview with ABC, Russell's parents urged the public to not speculate on their daughter's case. Carly has given detectives her statement so that they can continue to pursue her abductor. Carlethia, is that how you say that? Talitha? I hope I'm saying that right. Read from a written statement. Hoover police said they will follow up with Russell again to attempt to get a better understanding of her movements during the time she was missing. Hoover police told USA Today. The investigation is ongoing and police will provide what information we can, what we can when we are able to do so. So let's get into this. let's get into the statements from her parents. Yeah, let's get into that. Well, first let's read it because they gave a written statement. So let's read the written statement first. I guess we should do that first. And pull that on up real quiz naive. Okay. So here's her mother's Facebook. You know I'm nosy. So Talitha, Robertson Russell, she said, feeling blessed, okay, on July 16th. Great morning. My husband and I want to make this statement again as we did last night. It's nothing more to add or to take away from how we are feeling right now. God is faithful and he has answered our prayers. We are so grateful to each of you for all of the acts of kindness, generosity, and compassion you have shown. Our baby is safe. Thank you, Father God. We do want to ask for privacy at this time to allow us to just love on our daughter and each other with our close family and friends. Also, look at here, Talitha. Look at here. Y'all not getting no damn privacy yet, okay? Now y'all can have some in the future, but this got something to do with all of us, girl. Now we're nosy as hell, and y'all didn't have a problem with us searching for her, probably wasn't missing arse. Okay? Now that y'all done found her, y'all want us to shut up? No. No. Okay? Because y'all could have privately looked for her. Y'all could have privately looked for her. Then y'all want to find her because of all of us. That's what that word. And then y'all don't want to give us the tea. Now, give us this little tea, girl, and then y'all can go back to loving and hugging on y'all baby. We sitting out here doing all this hard work and all of this. Then y'all, but as of right now, this shit like blink one for yes and two for no. Then y'all go back to privacy. Like, hey, girl, you know this is our story. Girl, that is our baby. Okay, Carly belongs to all of us. Y'all want to find them, then be selfish with her. Let me get back to this. Ooh, y'all get on my nerve with this privacy. No, nah. So she says, oh, we do want to ask for privacy at this time, no, and allow us to love on our daughter and each other with our close family and friends. Also consider the fact that we have not slept for 3 nights and we are mentally and physically exhausted. Oh, y'all too. To our immediate friends, hey girl, I promise we will speak with you and give you a general statement in the near future as this is an ongoing investigation. Now I'm gonna hold you to that, Talitha, girl. Girl, look, I want my little piece of tea. Because she was talking to me. Now I want the tea now, girl. Now I want to believe your baby. I want to believe Carly. But it's a lot of unanswered stuff, and you sitting over there with all the answers, and you don't want to get none too. Now y'all can give us a little peace. Girl. Nah. So now shout out to this family because I'm sure this has been hell for them. Okay, now they can't help it that this girl allegedly making the decisions that she's making. All they can do is be concerned, worried parents. So I'm not knocking them for that. Okay, as far as I can see, they don't necessarily have any involvement in this. The mother and the father to me are innocent. They ain't got nothing to do with that. As far as I'm concerned. So but let's keep going. Okay. So 3 nights, and we are mentally and physically exhausted. To our media friends, Sean, anyway, hey girl, to give a general statement in the future as this is an ongoing investigation. Shine every way. Okay, all right. We consider the media outlets that cared enough to share this story, me, and law enforcement agencies, Hoover, special investigators, I don't know who that is, city leaders, to be our friends, and we will be respectful of all. Thank you, girl. I appreciate that, girl. For everyone that has messaged or called to rejoice with us, we are so grateful for your concern. Just as we made the commitment to not entertain negative thoughts during the time of our daughter's missing, we surely will not entertain negative thoughts, statements, unvalidated opinions, or sheer ignorance at such a joyous time, girl. So she's just trying to say that, look, y'all keep saying my baby lying. That's what she's saying. She said, look, we ain't entertaining nobody that's saying my baby lying. We're not entertaining none of y'all that's saying my baby is not telling the truth because my baby is telling the truth, and this is an open investigation, and I'm telling y'all nothing else because this is an open investigation, and my baby is telling the truth. So that's what she's saying. You gotta read between the lines. So that's what that word. So she also said okay. Okay, we pray that those that doubt God's powers, miracles, and the power of faith will be encouraged to draw closer to him and learn the power of positive affirmations and unwavering faith. We love each of you, girl. We love you too, girl. And we are eternally indebted for your support and love. Be blessed, the lion-ass Russells. So now let's get into the boyfriend, because the boyfriend has something to say too, and this spoke volumes. Ooh, he incriminated the hell out of himself. Now let's get into Thoma. Now T Sims on IG, this is her boyfriend. You know I'm nosy. You know I'm nosy. So this is her boyfriend, and he is cute. Gone, girl. He cute. I'm like, okay, gone. Oh, Carly, girl, he cute, girl. So and she is beautiful. She is gorgeous. I think Carly is such a beautiful girl. She has such a beautiful smile. And now let's get into the person that this is all because of him. And now let's get into him, his cheat man. Now let's get into him. So yeah, because all of this is because of him. Now the decisions that she made, those are Carly's decisions. Those are. But here's the cause and effect. Here's the cause and effect. And I'm going to get into why. But he is the cause and effect. That's her husband. That's her husband, her boyfriend, 17. Right? He didn't post her till she went missing. So that make a really pretty baby. But let's keep going. Let's get into this. So y'all said I'll look. Hold on, let me look because I'm nosy. Hold on, let me look really quick to see, because y'all say he didn't post her until she until she went missing. Hold on, let me pull up his. I'm looking at a different screen. Sorry. I want to look at his IG and see. Wow. Hold on. It's true. He posted her the day she was missing. That's true. That's true. I mean, the proof is right here in the book. He ain't got many posts. Well, let me click him. Hold on. Let me see. I'm just him. Hold on. Let's see. Boom. We'll pass that one. Yeah, I'm not seeing her. I'm not seeing her. So yeah, so let's get into the only thing he can pretty much. So he says, let's get into this. He deleted some posts. It gives that though. It does give, like, But I still feel like he didn't post her though. I still feel like he didn't post her. He gained 9K followers after that post went viral. What? Oh, I can see that though. I can see that though. To be fair, is he on her page? Absolutely. Where do you think these videos came from? Absolutely. Where do you think these videos ain't on his page? These pictures ain't on his page. Where do you think? Well, who would have posted this? Him or her? I mean, it's of him. So, who do you think posted this? Yeah. She posted him. She sure do. Social media thinks I'm saying right. Pretty much. Absolutely. It does give that. It does give that. But let's get into this post. He says, I don't even know how to start off this post, but to only say thank you to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for saving my girlfriend's life. Okay, so he is openly stating that this is his girlfriend. He said that this is my girl. This is my woman. So saving my girlfriend's life. Also, thank you to everyone who shared a picture, came out to the Hoover, met to help us with the search parties, and who went and proceeded to tell other people about Carly to bring more awareness to her story. I have been going nonstop since I received the call that she was missing on Thursday night. I know she would have done the same for me, so I wasn't going to give up until I saw her face again. I was straight tunnel vision. Even when I would get on social media on my downtime and see some of the false allegations and assumptions about me having something to do with her abduction. Okay, so here's the thing. You're saying you have tunnel vision when it came to her, but you were still sleeping with the stripper. How was it tunnel vision if you still was messing with her? That's not tunnel vision. But let's keep going. So let's keep going, girl. So he says tunnel vision. Boy, you Negroes be something else. So he says, I was straight tunnel vision even when I would get on social media on my downtime and see some of the false allegations and assumptions about me having something to do with her abduction. Would have me discouraged at times, but I didn't give up and I kept my faith. Here's the thing. You do have something to do with her abduction. You do. Now, I don't think that he was a part of the abduction. No, I don't think that. But she did this because of him. It's what it's given. I thought that was Derek. No. That she don't have a baby, does she? I don't think she has any kids. Does she have any kids? I don't read anything about a kid. Besides the baby on the side of the road. The invisible baby. But other than that, she doesn't have any kids, does she? I don't think she has a child. I don't think she has a kid. I don't read anything about them having a kid together or her having a kid at all. Please hit the like. Thank you so much, Jalea. Please, Jamila. I said Jalea. Jamila. Thank you so much, sweetie. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. So, oh Lord! Now she was joking about that monkey is cute. That is a cute little monkey. So okay, so because I was gonna say I didn't read anything about her having a kid. Like she looks cute. I was gonna be very surprised by that. Because even the parents haven't said anything about the kid or anything. So they say she called her family from the Red Roof Inn. Yeah, and allegedly the Red Roof Inn was a room that she was with when it was booked. Okay, so allegedly part of the police investigation was the police getting the surveillance footage from the Red Roof Inn, and she was with allegedly a male. And this was not after the abduction. It was before. It was before the abduction. Yeah. And I hear that's why the police are being really tight-lipped, because they're planning on putting charges on her. Yeah. Absolutely. Because the trail that they followed of hers to find this abductor and whatnot, they keep falling flat. So they're planning on pulling charges against Carly. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you do not get to fake abductions and stuff like you don't get that. Is illegal. Just like it's illegal to fake your passing and stuff like that. It's illegal to fake abduct or anything like that. So you can't do that. It's very illegal. Absolutely felony illegal type of like no nursing anymore. None of that. Like if she gets charged with a felony, this is a felony. If she's found guilty, well, you know, yeah, this is not good. Yeah, this is not good. It will not end well for her. It won't. Like she needs to, girl, all over dude. So, but let's go on. He says, but I didn't give up and kept my faith. I just want to thank of my family, friends, former teammates, and church members who called or texted me to let me know that they're praying and here for me. You guys don't know how much that meant to me. All I ask for from everyone is right now to be respectful of Carly's situation. I agree. I do think people should be respectful. There's no reason to attack her. You can say your opinion without attacking her. She was literally fighting for her life for 48 hours. Okay, now he posted this 2 days ago. Okay, 2 days ago he posted it. 2 days ago he posted this. Okay, how did he know all of this? How does he know? Who told him this? Who told you this? Who told you she was fighting for her life for 48 hours, all of that stuff? Who told you all of that? Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. I will not move on this, y'all. Please hit the like, please, 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 please. I will not move on to the next segment until we get those likes up. Please, please, please. So, yeah, so who told him that she was fighting for her life for 48 hours and all of that stuff? Yeah. Who? I don't think she was pregnant. 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 You want to know what I think? Y'all want to know what I think real quick? Why this all happened? Y'all want to know what I think real quick? Y'all want to know what I think? Because I can tell you what I think. I can tell you what I think. Mm-hmm. I can tell you why I think she did this. All of this. I can tell you. Mm-hmm. Hit the like. Hit the like. Or send me a cash app, one or the other. So this is why I think Carly did all of this. So Carly and this other woman that she had been arguing with online about her boyfriend. He was cheating on her with this other girl. I believe Carly decided to take control of the situation by being forceful and controlling. Okay. How? I'll tell you that too. I believe she made all of this up to get kidnapped and whatnot and contacted certain people so that it would get back to her boyfriend that she was missing. She wanted it to be missing to him because then it's world stop. Like he said, tunnel vision. So with him being tunnel vision, that means that he ain't messing with this other girl and stuff no more. He just gonna focus on me. And she was always planning on coming to the surface. The problem, this got way bigger than what she expected. This was just supposed to be local. It wasn't supposed to be nothing that blew up and got this big. It got way out of control. She did not plan on being gone for 2 days. I feel like she planned on only being gone like a day or so, not even. Just like a few hours, just to reel him in and to control the situation to get him to stop talking to that other girl. I'm going to show her how important I am. If you read those messages and stuff back and forth that Carly was having with that girl, it was very controlling. Like she was like, he mine, like property. You know, it's like how Carly was speaking of this man, speaking of him as if he's property. So it came to two options in my mind with Carly. It's either she goes or I go. Either I'm going to take her life or I'm going to fake mine being gone. Like one of the, like snapped for my man, all of that stuff. Like this stuff happens every single day. Like, so I think that she planned on being missing for attention from her boyfriend. And it went awry when the story blew up. Again, especially Black women. when they're missing, it's not publicized. It's just usually not a big deal. You know, it's looked over, you know, and they like to keep playing with this God word and keep, you know, and oh, God, this, thank God, God don't like ugly. He don't. So he wanted to show her his power. Oh, I'm going to show you how much I love my people. I love you so much that I'm going to make the whole world know about this. I'm going to make the whole world know about this since y'all want to keep playing with my name. Since y'all want to keep playing, girl. And with her parents, I love y'all down. Like, I ain't got no problem with y'all. But y'all knew. Y'all knew. And you didn't know right away. You knew because she called y'all. She called you. If she called y'all from the hotel, y'all knew that she was okay. You knew she was. And y'all kept telling her to just come home, come home, come home. So she finally came home Saturday night. That's what I think happened. I think she did all of this for attention from her man. That's what it is. And that's unfortunate. You know, it's sad. Yeah, I do believe that the parents knew. I don't think that they knew Thursday. I think maybe Friday. Or maybe she finally called them. I believe the call happened on Friday. The call from the hotel, I believe, Friday or Saturday, like morning-ish, or Friday evening-ish, one or the other. But they definitely called her. They called her. I mean, they called her. She called them. She contacted them. She did. Mm-hmm. That's what that word. That's what that word. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because it just got too big. I think it got way too big. Like, this is just supposed to be some local-ish. It wasn't supposed to go far. It was supposed to get back to him and the people, you know, that are around, you know, the family and whatnot, family, friends in the Alabama area, you know, it was just there. Like, it wouldn't go further than that. Because now the story's too big to ignore. Why wouldn't that be frightening if you're lying? You lying, say you're missing, and it's everywhere. It's nationwide. It's like, so I'm sure she's in front of the TV, like, or sitting in front of the computer, phone, and her throwing them phones and stuff on the ground. That's what I said I have to do is track to see if there was another phone, because it doesn't mean that she just had one phone. So leaving her wig and all of that stuff, it doesn't mean that she didn't have another way of contact. I think that she called her family via the hotel because she was afraid to call from a cell phone. Honestly, I think that all of this was because of him. All of it. That's just my opinion. I think all of this was because of him. And it's not his fault. Like, if this isn't true, if she faked it, then it's her fault. Those are her decisions. That don't have nothing to do with him. He can't help what she decided to do and whatnot. Absolutely. I think leaving that wig was a giveaway. It really was. Because it's like, what? Leaving the phone and person on the ground, that was good enough. There was no reason to leave that wig. No reason. And then how are you struggling when while you on the phone with your brother's girlfriend, she couldn't even tell if it was a scream when you allegedly got abducted. So your wig coming off, all of this, that means it was a struggle. Why didn't she hear a struggle? Why did she hear a struggle? Because there wasn't one. Sounds as if you took that wig off yourself, threw it on the ground, and you were on the side of the car. You made sure to do all that on the side of the car. And then there's no commotion on the side of that vehicle either. When she's on the side of the vehicle, from what the camera's showing, she didn't count on those cameras. I don't think that she counted on those cameras being there. No, I think she thought, because most people on the highway, they don't see those cameras and stuff that be on the poles and the street lights and stuff like that. They don't see that stuff. So to their eyes, they alone. You know, and in their mind, oh, I'm alone. You know, ain't nobody, can nobody see what I'm doing? And yeah, the cameraman got you. And that effed up her plan. That literally is. Jonathan Earl says, you're going to throw a $300 weave on the ground. You're going to leave, how much was it? Over $40,000 Mercedes-Benz running on the side of the highway? The Mercedes Benz cost 10 times more than that wig. And she left her running. She left her running. Meaning, here you go. Free car. And the only reason she left it running is because she had already called the police. She knew the police was coming. So she wasn't worried about nobody stealing it or nothing like that. She knew it wasn't going to get stolen. And she knew none of her things, her phone, her purse, none of that stuff was going to get stolen because she knew the police were going to find it. It was left out for the police to find it. Because that's why I said somebody abducting you, why would they make you leave everything there? That's stupid. That's dumb. Like, doesn't even make sense. And then there's no struggle on the side of the vehicle in the footage. So if they making you throw your phone and all of that stuff, your wig coming off on that, we would have saw commotion. You would see it. There is no commotion. There isn't none. So she left that $300 wig and all of that stuff on the side of the road because she knew she was going to get it back. She knew that the police were going to collect it. It belongs to her. So she knew she was going to get that stuff back. Her car, her phone, her purse, She knew the police, they'll be here in a minute. I said this little white baby on the side of the road, they'll be here in 7 seconds. So she knew. That's why it definitely gives contrived. Like, it definitely gives that. Like, literally. But let's keep going. So he said that she was finding for her life for 48 hours. So until she's physically and mentally stable again, she's not able to give any updates or whereabouts on her kidnapper. Here's the thing. How is she not able to give any updates or whereabouts, but y'all are? See, that's why you should have just. How is she not able to come forward and say she was abducted? That she was fighting for her life for 48 hours? She ain't said none of that, but you are. Why can she talk to you, but not nobody else? I just find that weird. If what happened to her is true, none of you would be able to speak on it. She wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't be able to. Her mom and dad wouldn't be able to. Her mom and dad publicly saying that she was abducted. Why, if the police isn't? The police isn't even saying she was abducted. Why are you? The police have no proof that she was abducted as of right now. They don't fully know. It's possible, but they don't know. But y'all do? How? Because she told you that? Okay. Okay. Yes, hit the like, please. Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. Let's keep reading this. So I also want to thank the people on social media who has been understanding and respectful about what she's been going through in the past few days. Once again, I can't thank you guys enough for helping bring Carly home. God bless you all. Carly found Carly Russell. Again, another question. Carly brought herself home. Nobody brought her home besides the abductor. We didn't bring her home. She literally walked up. She wasn't rescued. None of that. None of that. None of that. So yeah, that's a little weird. That's a little weird to me. But let's keep going. Let's get into what her mother and father had to say on this interview that they did. Let's pull up this interview. That's right. Boom. Oh no, that's not desired. Let's pull up the interview that they did was it this morning or was it yesterday? Let's get into it.
Youth football is all about swag.
Be quiet. Okay, so we're gonna get into the interview that the mom did and her father. Happy Fish King Pang, love you, friend. Hi. So we'll get into the interview that the mother and father did today. Did she order food and drink? I believe from the. Are you talking about from the restaurant? Before. Oh, here it is. Sorry.
mystery in Alabama.
Okay, let's watch this really quick.
Carly Russell vanished on Thursday after she told her family she stopped to help a toddler along the interstate. Thankfully, she is home and she is safe, but there are questions about what happened in those 48 hours. Janae Norman has that story for us. Good morning, Janae.
You guys, good morning. That's what everyone is asking. What happened to Carly Russell? This story was all over social media this weekend because it was terrifying. The idea that a woman stopped to help a toddler and was presumably abducted. When she returned home late Saturday, as randomly as she vanished, we were left with more questions than answers.
This morning, family and investigators scrambling to find out what happened to Carly Russell, who mysteriously returned home after vanishing from the side of an interstate in Alabama. The family relieved after welcoming her home from the hospital Sunday, writing on social media, "We are so grateful to each of you for all the acts of kindness, generosity, and compassion you've shown. Our baby is safe. We do want to ask for privacy at this time to allow us to just love on our daughter and each other with our close family and friends." The 25-year-old disappeared Thursday night outside of Birmingham until family reported she'd returned home late Saturday night. But now serious questions remain about where Carly Russell was for more than 2 days and whether someone abducted her. Hoover police say Carly called 911 around 9:30 and reported seeing a toddler walking alone on the side of Interstate 459. Then Carly reportedly made another call to her brother's girlfriend, who told her mother she could hear what she believed was Carly trying to help the child. ABC News speaking to her parents before she was found.
She never heard a child say anything, and she heard my daughter scream, or what sounded like a scream.
I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that because I agree. Like, that literally makes no sense. No sense at all to me. How do you look at the situation and say that you have no idea if this is true or not? So the brother's girlfriend says, I believe her name is Priscilla. She says she heard my daughter scream, or what sounded like a scream. If you're getting abducted, you're screaming. I'm a man and I'm screaming. I'm going to scream. I'm going to scream. So how are you going back and forth? This is what gives that she contacted y'all. So while y'all doing this interview, while the mother's sitting here doing this interview, her and the father, I'm sorry, I don't care what y'all say, y'all already spoke to her. Y'all had already spoke to her. Y'all had already talked to her. Literally, it gives, I'm concerned in different ways. It's not giving that the mother, that's why the father ain't even crying. The mother's crying is giving like, I can't believe she did this. Like, we got to get her out of this. Like type of situation. Y'all had already spoke to her, is what it gives. Y'all had already talked to her. Because she wasn't gone long enough. Now, if she was gone like 2 weeks or something like that, a week, I was like, okay, I do. Maybe she didn't get it, because where was she? Where would you the girl just disappeared for a whole week and whatnot? Then she just walk home all of a sudden, like, that don't make sense. But barely 48 hours? Because most parents would be distraught right now. Like, it'd be hard to talk. It'd be hard to function. It'd be hard to do anything. But it's giving y'all knew something right here. It's giving y'all spoke to her. Absolutely. And I don't think that the daughter gave them too many details at this point in time. So I do believe that there was still a lot of confusion with the parents, but I do feel that they knew. I do. And I think that that's why the mother backtracked right here. If you pay attention to her, she says that my daughter screamed or sounded like, no. Girl, a scream is a scream. A shout is a shout. Like, did she or didn't she? We still haven't found this white baby. Your daughter gets snatched up, but the baby just. And it gives that her daughter, it gives that Carly said that there was a baby outside to make it so that the police came immediately. Immediately. She knew. You said something about a baby? Oh, they're coming. Oh, the police is coming. The police is coming, sweetie. So it don't sound like she had much time. And then somebody snatches you up. In the snatch up, how did all of her stuff get on the ground? If it's just a small shout and then she's gone. Her wig on the ground, her phone on the ground, her purse on the ground, the car's still running. Where was the keys? Did she have the keys? Or was the keys left in the car? Because that's a push start car. So that means you have to have a key fob, in order to have it. And if the car was still running at that point in time, because all key fob cars, most of them push start cars are timed. So if it just idles for a certain amount of time, the car just shut off. But if the fob is still in the car, like the key, then it'll keep running with most vehicles. It'll keep running. The police said when they got there, the vehicle was still running. Although it only took them about 5-6 minutes to get there, the vehicle was still running. And if the key fob was in her pocket, then the car would have shut off, like automatically. Because if your key fob is not on you, and sometimes your car don't even sense it. If it's not on you, then the car's not going to start. It won't start. So it's the same thing. If the key fob is not there, the car will shut off because it has to sense it. If it does not sense the key fob, it'll just shut off. So it gives that she left the key fob in the car on purpose. That was deliberate. Just like, again, if you screaming and all of that stuff, because it would have made more sense for them to have her get in the car and then just pull off in her car, and then dump the car somewhere and then be on their way. That's what it would have gave. But for the police to already be coming, and then that's another thing with the abductors. If somebody's abducting you after you already called the police, why wouldn't you say that? Like, the police is coming. The police already on their way. The police coming. Like, why wouldn't you? It's just like, and then, what? That don't even sound right. Like, why wouldn't you alert them? Hey, the police is on their way. I don't even do this. The police right down the street. And then with the police making it there in 5 minutes, those people that took her would have definitely heard those sirens. They would have definitely heard them. So if you hear sirens coming already and she's telling you that we called the police, I called the police already, I'm taking her. The police coming. I'm just trying to get away at this point in time. Why have a risk taking her? And the police is like 3 minutes away. So you could definitely hear those sirens because they have to come from the opposite side of, so this, you hear the sirens. You're going to hear it. Absolutely. You're going to hear those sirens. So it even makes sense for them to take you. Like, for what? When the police is literally 3-4 minutes away. So if they're that close, then that means you're going to hear the sirens, even if they're not close. That's going to make anybody that's committing a crime want to run. Even if you hear the police, they could be a block down the street and you thinking about robbing a house or something. You so paranoid about what you're doing, you just going to run just because you hear them. You don't know where they're coming. They could be coming for you or they could be, So that don't even make sense. And then with the mother, she keep looking down throughout. What do you keep looking down for? That's a sign of guilt, body language, the continuously looking down. She knew. She knew. Let's keep listening.
Before she was found.
She never heard a child say anything. And she heard my daughter scream, or what sounded like a scream.
The child never said anything. Again, why would the child? She didn't say the child was unconscious. She said the child was walking alongside the road. The highway, my fault. A loud, dangerous highway. That's what I'm saying. It don't make sense that only she stopped. Anybody seeing a baby, a toddler, in just a diaper walking on the side of a highway, people are going to stop. She would not have been. It's a baby. Like, why would you not stop for a baby? You the only one that see this baby. You the only one that had the heart to stop. You ain't even a parent. It's going to be 10 times harder for someone that is actually a parent to drive by a baby on the side of the road with no supervision. You the only car that stopped. It would have been 3-4 cars to the side of that road. It would have been a few people on the side of that road to help that baby. It would not have just been you. That don't even make sense. I don't get that. You're the only one who see this baby. Because no one else said, oh, yeah, there was a baby. I see why she stopped. I thought no one. No one called and said, I was just on the highway driving down 459, and I could have sworn, I'm not sure, but I think I saw a baby. No one. Nobody. So even if people didn't pull over, somebody would at least call the police. It's a baby. Like, what? It's a baby. Because, I mean, that's enough for me to pull over. I'm pulling over. I see a baby on the side of the highway, but I'm pulling over on the phone with the police. That's why I said that made sense that she got out, that she called the police immediately and said that, you know, there's a little, a toddler baby, a little boy on the road. That made sense because I would have did the same thing. I would have already been on the phone with the police. And I would have just said the mile marker, and I would have just let the baby hang out in the car. If I've had some water, food, offered the baby water and food, you know, and whatnot until the police got there. And then I would have just let the police take over from there. But to get out of the car and walk up to the baby, most people would invite the baby into the vehicle. It's like a toddler. Like, what harm could a baby do? That's why I said I can understand someone not pulling over for like a teenager or an adult. I could see that. I could completely see that. But a baby, even a person that has no heart, gonna have a heart seeing a baby on the side of the road. And when the phone call was made, there's no baby. So not only on the 911 call with the 911 dispatch is there no baby, or you don't hear no baby, nothing. Same thing with the friend Priscilla, her brother's girlfriend, no baby. So that just simply means, and nobody else on the highway called about a baby. No one said a baby was missing, was reported missing. Girl, let's get this to 1,000 likes, please. We are, how many? 18 likes away from 1,000 likes. Let's get 1,000 likes, please, 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 please. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are solid. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to be talking about this all week.
5 minutes, but there was no sign of Russell. But her wig, purse, keys, and cell phone were found on the roadside. And this morning, investigators say they have no images or information about the toddler.
So that's one of the big questions that folks are asking. What about the toddler? But again, investigators say they have no information about an alleged missing toddler, but they are still investigating. And
they have no information at all whatsoever about a missing baby. That ain't good. Right. That ain't good. That ain't good. That is not good. That is not good. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you so much. Right. The pretty starter. Somebody thought the baby just gone? Like, where did this baby go? Where did this baby go? Girl. This is crazy. Yeah, he said the dumbest lie ever. It's definitely looking like a lie because nothing that this is adding up. At least if they found a baby, I'd be like, okay. But there's still no baby. There's still not right. Y'all think she going to jail? Yeah, absolutely. There's still no baby. Like, that's crazy. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's get into the parents' more current interview. Actually, let's get into this. So, Carly Russell's parents defend daughter from onslaught of attacks, right? So no, we ain't gotta watch that part, but okay, let's get into this. So, Carly Russell's parents are urging the public to stop speculating about their daughter's disappearance after questions evolved into verbal attacks against her on social media. Russell, 25, went missing Thursday night after allegedly seeing a toddler on the side of the Interstate 49 South in Hoover, Alabama. Russell stopped to check on the toddler and called 911 to alert officials of the situation. She then called a family member, who heard Russell scream before the disconnect. Okay. Police arrived on the scene 5 minutes later to find Russell's wig, cell phone, and purse near the vehicle, which was unlocked and running. Russell and the toddler were nowhere to be found. A search was launched and donations poured into Crime Stoppers of Metro Alabama, to help. The case captivated the nation. 2 days later, Russell returned home on foot. After her return, her boyfriend, Thomar Simmons, posted an Instagram, which we already read, fighting for her life. Then the family asked for privacy as the investigation continues, but many people on social media are alleging that Russell was never missing at all and staged the event. Hundreds of comments accusing Russell of making the story up and littering her mother's Facebook page. Now, let me pull that back up. Let me pull this Facebook up because, girl, y'all are not playing over here in these comments. Now, we read this earlier, but we didn't actually get into the comments. So let's see the comments. So, okay, so Jessica says, I'm so glad she returned, but I'm sorry the public wants answers because the story is fishy. Y'all was in the public eye when she disappeared, and no one else was seen in the video footage but Carly. Jean said this was a serious matter about how she came to her family house without a scratch on her. This was absolutely a big, gigantic problem. Better none as a mess. I just want to know how long it took her to come up with these lies. This is a movie name Betrayed the World. The whole world was deceived by Callie Russell. I'm still praying for them all. They're going to need prayer when the state of Alabama get through with this investigation. Another commenter says, your daughter lied, ma'am. Sorry, but y'all is over here in these comments ruthless. Okay, y'all over in these comments really make bigger see. I ain't making none of it. Victoria, I need to say the name. She says, I call bullish. Mia says, I hope you all sought legal counsel. Because no attorney would have allowed that issue of an interview if it didn't do your daughter any favors whatsoever. Y'all would have been better off staying quiet. If you're knowingly helping her continue with this lie, you can all face charges as well. Whew, girl. And they just go on and on and on and on and on. So there are a lot of people over in these comments like, you are lying. Like, your daughter lying, y'all lying. But let's keep going. Let's get into the interview they are speaking of. Let's get into that. Is this it?
When weather turns extreme.
So yeah. So they say, look, y'all was better off just being quiet. Well, here go the interviews, right? So this one must be it. So it was like, y'all was better off just shutting up. Let's get into it.
Longer missing, but many questions remain unanswered. Carlethia Carly Russell is no longer missing, but many questions remain unanswered after she mysteriously showed up at her parents' home here in this Hoover, Alabama neighborhood Saturday night. Here's what we've learned Sunday. Carly was taken to UAB Hospital, then released at some point this morning, according to a press release from Hoover PD. Many of her friends and family have posted on social media, thanking everyone for their prayers and other efforts in getting Carly home safe. Carly's mother, Talitha, saying in a post on Facebook that while she promises on speaking to the media at some point, right now all she wants is privacy as she reunites with her daughter. Hoover police also giving very limited information in the case. Chief Nick Durgis speaking with Fox 6 this morning, saying that right now they're giving Carly's family the privacy they've requested.
First thing is to give Carly and family a little time to get themselves back together. I know it's been tough experience for them, obviously. And when we think, talking with our parents, when we think it's time to be able to sit down and have a conversation with Carly and try to get some facts, we'll do that. So, I want to really say a time frame. Again, the main thing right now is her, to make sure that she's okay.
All right, so y'all heard from him, from Nick, from the police. Hold on, let's get into. Hold on, let's pull up the interview from her parents. Let's get into that. It's right here. Pause. Let's get into this.
That moment you all first laid eyes on her again, what was it like?
To me, I mean, just so much joy.
This morning, in an exclusive sit down with NBC News, the parents of 25-year-old Carly Russell are speaking out, describing the moment their daughter appeared on their doorstep after being missing for more than 48 hours.
What did you do when you saw her?
We tried to hug her as best we could, but I had to stand back because she was not in a good state. So we had to stand back and let medical professionals work with her. But it's okay.
Last Thursday, police say Carly called.
I want y'all to listen to that again.
Sit down with NBC News. The parents of 25-year-old Carly Russell are speaking out, describing the moment their daughter appeared on their doorstep after being missing for more than 48 hours.
What did you do when you saw her?
We tried to hug her as best we could, but I had to stand back because she was not in a good state. So we had to stand back and let medical professionals work with her.
Okay. Carly walked back up to the house. You saw your daughter before medical professionals. So what do you mean that you couldn't approach her because she wasn't in a good state and you have to let... You called the medical professionals. No one knew when she was coming back. She just showed up. So what are you talking about? She asked you, what did you do when you saw your daughter? You saw them before the EMTs because you called the EMTs. So you're making it seem like the EMTs are already there when your daughter got there. What? So, did y'all know when she was coming? Because that's what it is. If the EMTs were there when she got there, because they should have been. So that means when she asked you how you approached your daughter when you saw your daughter, then you should have said, oh, well, she was distraught and whatnot, so we couldn't really touch her, or anything. I just called the... What? What? That don't even make sense, ma'am. And you doing all the talking. Your husband just like, yeah. He not, y'all not like, because y'all should have experienced the same thing. So he should be saying the same things that you're saying, but he's not. He's just agreeing with you. He's not saying, yeah, because Maria, the E, and he just like, I don't know, girl.
But it's okay.
Last Thursday, police say Carly called 911 to report a toddler walking alone on the interstate. She pulled over while on the phone with a family member who described hearing Carly scream.
Her vehicle is unlocked, running, all her personal belongings except for her phone.
On the scene, police found no sign of Carly or a child, and they say no children were reported as missing during that time period. The Russells waited in agony until Saturday night.
There were actually just so many calls and texts from people who maliciously lied to us. I just didn't know people could be so evil.
Authorities have not indicated where Carly was during the 48 hours she was missing or what happened. Her parents declined to share what their daughter told them, citing the ongoing investigation.
And can you tell me what happened Saturday night? Did you just get a knock at the door?
Anything leading to the case itself, we can't discuss that.
Anything leading to the case, she says they can't discuss. Then why are y'all telling people that she was abducted? It's incriminating to say that she was abducted. So, Shaggy? That doesn't make any sense. Is she on trial here? Is your daughter on trial? Because just simply saying, hey, she was, with some people that took her, that it was, they, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't even make sense. Wow. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. They can't say anything about the case. And why I bring up the abduction part is because the abduction was a part of her being gone Saturday, right? Gone Thursday, right? Gone Friday, right? So the abduction is a part of it. So that means that you shouldn't be speaking on that either. Because it's a part of what you can't speak of. It's a part of the investigation. So you can't speak on it. So why are you and her boyfriend going around saying she was abducted? We should know that. We know that because of y'all. Y'all putting abducted out there because y'all know she is given because y'all know she lying. So y'all need something to pin it and blame it on. It's y'all's story and y'all sticking to it. Is what it's giving. It's not giving she's honestly telling the truth. It does not give that. But hold off, we got more coming. We got more coming.
But they say speculation about the circumstances surrounding Carly's disappearance are only making things worse.
She's having to deal with the trauma of people just making completely false allegations about her.
Her family now urging the public to let the investigation play out, but mentioning an abductor. Her mother asking to read a brief message to the public.
Carly has given detectives her statement so that they can continue to pursue her abductor.
Do you believe that there's an abductor still out there?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
NBC News has reached out.
You can say that there's an abductor out there. You can say all of that stuff. But I can't talk about the case. If somebody truly abducted her, if that information is not made public, it's easier to get the assailant. It's easier to get them. It's harder to get them if they know that they're being looked for. They're going to hide even harder. So the police won't want any of that information out there. So the police would have told her, do not speak on that. I believe the police is letting them speak on it because it's not true. If the police have no proof that she was abducted, and that's just their theory that they're going with the family's theory because that's what she told them, until we can prove that somebody actually took you, our investigation is on you. Lying about being abducted. Lying about an infant child, a toddler roaming the streets and whatnot and setting up your own literal abduction, fake abduction. So I feel like the investigation that the police have going on, the Hoover Police Department, is against her. And they're not going to tell her that. They're not going to tell her, like, ma'am, well, we're investigating you. They're not going to do that until they're bringing up charges, basically like arresting her and letting her know, like, yeah, well, we've been conducting an investigation on you and blah, blah, blah. And yeah. But they're not going to tell her, like, we're investigating. We have an investigation open on you. They're not going to tell her that. They're not going to do that. So if they say an abduction, if the police have no proof of that, there's no reason for the police to tell them not to say it. Because the only way the police would tell them not to say it is if this was a literal, open, pending investigation on her being abducted. If they have no, right, absolutely. If they have no one to prosecute or no one to say that they did this to her, you know, and we're not no suspect, then it's not in. Because that in that case, wouldn't there be a pending open investigation on a little white toddler boy in a diaper? Wouldn't there be an open investigation on a missing toddler? There isn't, because they don't have any proof that a toddler's missing. So there is no investigation. So that's why people are allowed to speak on it, because it's not true. Now, if there was a little boy missing or something like that, or was called in one, they're going to stay very tight-lipped about that until they find the little boy or get more research or more information into where the little boy could possibly be. Absolutely. That's what that word. That's what that word. So, yeah, it's giving, the police are allowing them to go around and state, the boyfriend and the parents, to state that she was abducted, because it's not true. They don't have any evidence to back that. Just like they don't have any evidence to back there's a missing little white boy in that Alabama area, in the Hoover area. They have no proof, anything of that. So what are they investigating if nobody's reported it or reporting it? What are they investigating? There's no lead or anything. It's just, we don't know who would have had him, why he would have been out there, where he would have lived. Nothing. And as you see, this is the area it's happening. Where y'all see a house at? So why would there just be just some random little baby? And look how tall that grass and stuff is. Walking on the side of the road. It's like, how would she have even seen the baby and grass that tall and all like that? That would make sense. It's like, what? So what, did you see the top of his head or something? Like what? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. She didn't count on those cameras being out there.
Out to the Hoover Police Department to ask whether they're looking for an individual involved. Police have just said they're following up on all information provided by Carly. And
the police said that they're following up on all investigation or all information involved with Carly. So Carly is saying that she was abducted. They have no proof that she was actually abducted. They don't have any proof. So the abduction is coming up because Carly's saying that. Carly's saying I was abducted. So they have to take that into consideration. They just can't, say, like, oh, you're lying. No, they have to investigate. They have to go with any lead that she gives them. And if the leads go to nothing, then she's going to get in trouble. A lot of trouble. Because if there's no leads, then that means that you're simply lying. We ain't finding nothing because you lied. Like that. That's what it is.
I talked to you all on Saturday.
And mind you, she came home pretty much unscathed. How you fighting for your life for 48 hours? You ain't got no bruises, no cuts, no like. What? I mean, I want to believe her. I want to, but it's just so hard. It's really hard, to believe her. Like, it's hard. It's just hard. Let's keep watching.
Also said your daughter is a fighter and she would find a way back to you.
I felt that in my heart.
Is that what happened?
She did. She found her way back to us. However, we can't discuss the details of that.
But they say one thing is clear.
Do you believe she was fighting for her life?
Oh, she definitely fought for her life. There were moments when she physically had to fight for her life, and there were moments when she had to mentally fight for her life.
But she made it back to you.
She made it back.
Yeah, she did make it back. All right, Priscilla, so investigators.
I'm sorry. I don't believe this. It's so hard. I want to believe them so bad. But it's like, girl, this is not adding up. Like, if you say like, oh, she definitely was fine, then there's something that I feel that will show. Like, oh, she had, she was really banged up. Like, she was just in a really horrible state. It's not giving that. It's not giving that at all. I'm sorry. I really want to believe her. Oh my gosh, but it's really hard. Shout out to Miss Yola. She says, usually people on this situation where there are missing child was abducted don't do interviews this soon. Absolutely. They need time. They need a lawyer quickly. I would say that as well. I believe that her family is easier for her mom and dad to do interviews and stuff like that because they knew that she was fine. If your child, no matter how old your kid is, if they're missing, and you a good parent and you love your child down, that is very hard, right? For your kid to be missing. And then if you had no communication with them for 48 hours, even 4 hours, an hour can feel like an eternity. No one's usually that quick to interview. It's like you don't care about no interview, and all you care about is the safety and sanity of your child. But I feel that her parents are speaking because no one believes her daughter. And they don't want her daughter to further incriminate herself, is what it gives. A shout out to Avis as well for the super sticker. Thank you so much. I love you all. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it is what it gives. It's what it gives. She's speaking so that Carly don't further incriminate herself. Is what it gives. Because Carly can say all of this. If you can talk this soon, so can she. Because why are you talking? Why you don't need time, but she do? It's your kid. So you may not have went through what allegedly she went through, but you're her parent, so it can feel like you did. So it's like you need time too. Y'all can wait to talk. Because y'all know the narrative that is being pushed around. That nobody believes your daughter. Nobody believes her. Nobody. Now let's get into Twitter before we got here. We will be back tomorrow. We absolutely will. So let's get into Twitter. So here on Twitter, they're saying
a little person or someone kneeling right there. I can't sleep because I had to look over this footage. I swear that's a little person or someone kneeling right there. She literally pulls up to that person and then fast forward, she gets out of the car, goes around, and then there's a person right there. You could see their head moving back and forth, right to left. I can't sleep because I had to look over this footage. I swear that's a little person or someone kneeling right there. She literally pulls up to that person and then fast forward, she gets out of the car, goes around, and then there's a person right there. You could see their head moving back and forth, right to left. Someone moving, someone else. I can't sleep because I had to look over this footage. I swear that's a little person or someone kneeling right there. She literally pulls up.
Okay. Now they're saying that there's a little person. Okay. Enhanced traffic of Carly in Birmingham. It's very clear she exited the driver's side and approaches the passenger side. I believe she was brought into the wooded area. Okay. So they're saying that, she was brought into the wooded area. But this is really what I wanted to pull up. Hold on. Okay. Right here. I wanted to pull this part up. Hold on. So if you look, you can see that there was a vehicle leaving. There was a vehicle leaving. Look, hold on. And it's like in the grass, on the wrong side of the road. Let me make it bigger. Do you see the flashing? That's a vehicle. And it's coming from where her car was. See that? I'm gonna keep playing it. You see that? So there was a car there. There was a car there. And they're saying online it could have been an ATV, you know, or something like that. And that's coming from the direction of her vehicle. See that? I'll keep playing it. Wow. What do y'all think? Y'all see this? It's to the side. It's to the right of the screen. I'll keep playing this so y'all can see it. You'll see it's a flash. It's a flash. That's a vehicle's lights. See that? It's like they're driving in the dark. I don't know if they have like a, what's the name on or whatnot. But that's off-road. Now if they now running with a flashlight, they run fast as hell. Whoever that is, you see how fast that's going? That's a reflection. That's a reflection. Listen, I'm just showing y'all with everything I see. I'm gonna show y'all. Yeah, they saying that this it could have been an ATV, or they were saying all type of stuff. Girl, motorcycle. It's under a ramp. Is it? She got picked up. Let's keep playing. I'm just keep playing it. There's others too that we're gonna play. I said bull. That's a truck signal light reflector when it's changing lanes. Oh, is it? Okay. Y'all so smart. That could be. That could definitely be. Reflection of a blinker. Okay. Okay. I'm just showing y'all what they showing me, girl. Hold on. Let's get there's some mirror. Hold on. There's some mirror. Hold on. What? There was something else that I saw. Okay. That it? No, there was something else that I had seen. That I wanted to show y'all. Satellite shows dirt road parallel. Oh, okay. So satellite shows dirt road parallel. So they were trying to say that too, is that reflection that may have been, like y'all were saying, a truck or something like that. That the road that was going on was a dirt road. So they're saying that there's a dirt road nearby. Is what that word. Is what that word. So it could be a helicopter. It's an alien, y'all. I cannot. But yeah, let's keep looking. There was something else I wanted to show you. Okay, so yeah, they were saying that too. It looks like it's a small vehicle and whatnot. But there was something being stated about a truck driver alleges that he drove by and saw a male at her car window. That it was a male. Mm-hmm. Yes, I heard she was at a hotel first. Yes. Yes, I did hear that. But I believe it was a truck driver that said, where was it? Oh, wow. Okay. There was, I know I saw that I was reading. I was just like, oh, okay, we could talk about that too. But yeah, there was, because they're even saying that in the chat too. They're saying that it's a reflection. Did this male look like her boyfriend? From what I'm gathering, no. No. Yes, a trucker saw him. Yeah, I could have sworn that it was a trucker that said that when he was driving by, he saw a male at her window, at her, and it was I believe it was the passenger side. So there's that too. There's that too. There's that too. They don't have regular every photos of the dark. I don't know. And there was a male that got in the car with her. Yeah, I did hear that a trucker. We'll talk about that tomorrow. When we come live. I want to thank all of you. He was bald. Was he bald with orange hair on the sides? I want to thank all of you for being here today. Thank you so much. I love you all. Again, prayers to the family because it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. So, prayers to the family. We're going to stick to this. We're going to stay on the case. We absolutely are. Shout out to everybody that's covering it. People like Down the Rabbit Hole News. Shout out to her. Shout out to the Official Campaign and others that are covering this story. I will stay on this. Tomorrow, we will bring up all the text messages and stuff with the Griff. I just wanted to get all of this out the way just so, people can be caught up into what we're going to be discussing. So this is a lot. This is a lot. It absolutely is a lot. But yeah, so this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Samuel Hyde does not want to hold on. Tell Twitter. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, sweetie. Here. Tell Twitter. Tell Twitter. Tell Twitter. See that? See what that says? Mm-hmm. According to inside sources, the police are about to release the image of Samuel Hyde, 38, who was wanted in the Carlee Russell incident. Girl, go tell social media, not me. God, go tell Twitter. Yeah, shout out to Mercy and Grace. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We will definitely be live again tomorrow. But it may be here. Hold on, let me pull it up. Okay, so they're saying
Again,
here's the shadow of someone running.
they walk around. You can see them clear as day. But also watch right here when they get out at this sign. This just freaked me out. Okay, so they're just now getting out of the car and walking around. And when they get over here, a couple seconds later, watch right here. Did that not look like somebody ran by?
We'll be live tomorrow. Make sure y'all come. Thank y'all so much for being here. I love you all. Until the next show. Bye.